got to meet amazing people.
And it's basically like they're my family.
Come on up to the football field.
Beechwood is my home. Beechwood is my love.
What makes it special is definitely the family that you build over the years.
It's just been an amazing experience.
Thank you, Beechwood Band. Please remain standing for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose glad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red bed of bursting in air gave proof through the night that the flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Class of 2020, you may be seated. Good evening. I would now like to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Mike Stacy, for an opening speech.
On behalf of the Beechwood Board of Education, I'd like to welcome each of you to the commencement ceremonies for the class of 2020. It's an honor to come together today to celebrate these talented young men and young women, and we're super proud of their achievements and accomplishments during their time at Beechwood. They have all been excellent representatives of this storied institution. Just like to leave them with a couple of thoughts. Number one, this is the beginning. This isn't the end. This is the start of your journey, and we're super excited to see where each one of those ends. Number two, surround yourself with good people. None of us can be successes without the support of other people. Find good people, surround yourself with them, and you'll be in a much better situation. Number three, success doesn't happen with well-made plans. So many of you have such amazing plans today for what you want your future to look like. But trust me, those plans will go awry. You will have moments of crisis, and there'll be times where you just don't know if you can keep going. Those are the times where resiliency kicks in. Those are the times where great leaders step up. And if anything has shown us this, it's the last few months. It's been a difficult and challenging time, but the true leaders have stepped up and leaned into the challenge. And I just hope each one of you, when those moments come for you, lean into the challenge. Don't run and don't hide away, and don't think that just because everything isn't going well, that you're not successful. I look forward to seeing what each of you do and what each of you accomplish. This community, this state, this nation needs leaders and needs people like you. Best wishes and well done on the first part of your journey. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Stacy. My name is Justin Kaiser, Beechwood graduate of 1998, and I'm the principal of Beechwood High School. Welcome to the 85th graduation ceremony for Beechwood High School, as we recognize 116 seniors as graduation candidates. Today we have several distinguished guests in attendance. Ms. Jeannie Berger, Chair of the Beechwood Board of Education. Ms. Noreen Sullivan, Vice Chair of the Beechwood Board of Education. Dr. Ron Savignano, Beechwood Board Member. The Reverend Anissa Willis, Beechwood Board Member. Ms. Melanie Stricker, Beechwood Board Member. And Dr. Mike Stacy, Superintendent. I would also like to recognize our distinguished elementary and high school staffs for their work this year. This collective group of adults has been devoted to providing a culture of high expectations, fearlessness, resilience, and growth towards the pursuit of excellence. In preparation for this address, I thought mostly about the current situation we are all in, but mostly about our seniors and what they have faced not just this year, but in all the years of their lives. Even the very beginning with the events of 2001. Seniors, a lot has happened over the course of your lives, but what gives me a sense of hope is not one of those things has stopped you or even slowed you. The Beechwood Way talks about resilience. The class of 2020 doesn't just talk about it, they walk that walk. You've had to. You've had no choice but to rise to the occasion. Things like this will continue to happen. Our community, our state, our country, even our earth is counting on your resilience to carry us through these times. And I rest easy by the fact that you will be leading us. Stay the course, stay resilient. We are Beechwood. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you the class president of Beechwood, Mr. Blake Shepard.
Welcome everybody to the class of 2020 graduation. To start, I'd like to thank our teachers, our coaches, our administrators, and our parents. Without them, we wouldn't be sitting here today. Next, I'd like to thank my classmates for the years of friendship that we've all been able to share. I'll never forget our TPs. Some were a little bit more eventful than others, and the mare stop runs afterward. I'm never gonna forget the band playing at the basketball games, or the cheerleader tunnel before the football games. I love everything about Beechwood, and in the great words of Ashley Isles, it is somewhere full of sexy people like myself. That was her quote, not me, that was her. So, the other day I asked everybody to write me one sentence about how they feel about Beechwood. Words like community, family, lifelong friends, hard work were in everybody's answers. Now, I know that everybody didn't feel this after getting back a chem test, but everybody just loves the feeling of being at Beechwood. I was lucky enough to be a part of Beechwood for 11 years. I will cherish my memories of playing football under coach. I will never forget the mentorship that I received from Mrs. Rash, Mr. Fryer, and Mrs. Shriver. And I just am eternally grateful for how hard Mr. Kaiser and Mrs. Schobel are working to keep the senior year special for us. It means everything to the seniors, and I want to thank you. Alright, this is too long. To end it off, I'd just like to say to the seniors, after all this COVID stuff is over, we are still going to have our end of senior year. We are going to be able to properly say goodbye to the school. I can't wait to see all you guys. Congratulations, class of 2020. We've done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you our valedictorian, Miss Audrey Pelster.
In other speeches made by valedictorians the past 3 years that I've been at Beechwood, I've heard speculations like, the class of blank is going to do great things, and who knows, some of us might be talked about in the generations to come for coming up with whatever technology or program. Well, I can positively say that this class of 2020, all 115 of us, will go down in the history books. But setting aside the obvious disappointments and tears, this situation has also made us stronger and more aware. Now I enjoy going to the grocery store, while before I took it for granted that food and water was available for me every day. It's also interesting to realize that if our class traveled back 80 years in time, we would have faced a world war that many seniors were forced to fight and die for. This sort of puts things in perspective of how fortunate we really are. In the future, we won't stress over the small things. If this pandemic has taught us anything, it's that there are more important things in life than a bad grade or missed practice. It's the time with our loved ones that can never be replaced. The setbacks we face in college and in life won't seem as major, and we'll be able to push through. We'll enjoy being busy and accomplishing our goals. And when our future kids complain about their high school experience, well, we can bust out our pictures that we took of driving through the front of the high school, picking up a chicken patty, and meeting up with our friends in the elementary parking lot to eat.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you valedictorian Miss Katomi Yokokura.
I think we all started off high school with this great expectation of what it'd be like to be seniors. And maybe this isn't the end we are all dreaming of. An end without our senior week and our senior seasons, and without being able to see all of our friends every day. And maybe our 6th grade DC trip was just a hint that things usually don't go as planned for us. But our class still has a lot we can brag about. Like having the coolest graduation year, or getting free chicken patties delivered to our car windows, or being able to pull off senior skip day, or getting a whole English class to keep straight faces while phones went off in the ceilings. And this end won't be able to take away our memories of how it always seemed like teachers left after having our grade, or the Oklahoma drills, or our grade's obsession with free days and group poops. And it won't be able to take away from the impact that our teachers have had on us. And every time a coach has stood up for us, everything our families have done for us, and the bonds we have with our friends, and sometimes even their families. So maybe this bizarre end to our senior year is just another thing we can add to the long list that makes our class something special.
Based on the requirements set forth by the state of Kentucky, I would like to present to you the candidates who have met those said requirements upon graduation for the class of 2020. Seniors and families at home, please enjoy.
In the past 5 years or 6 years, I've moved to so many schools, or 5 to 6 schools, and Beechwood is the only school where I felt like I'm actually getting something, where I actually feel like I'm going in the right path to my goal.
Abraham Weldat Araya.
It would be Mrs. Fugett's help. She's been the most greatest teacher. She wasn't even my teacher, but she still ended up helping me with everything that I needed, making college decisions, important decisions. She was the best.
The end of an era, honestly. It felt great, honestly. Like, I'm ready for whatever life holds for me.
Tyler Davis Bell.
I've learned that to just honestly just be yourself, and you don't have to fit in and be like other people, because that's just unoriginal, you know? It's not, you just gotta like stand out and do what you love, and you know, I just live by that, really.
Probably just the camaraderie about Beechwood, all the brotherhood, and everybody just being close and going to all the activities and the sporting events.
Joseph Cole Benson.
When I think of Beechwood, I think of a community, and just a loving community, just people who care for each other. Just showing up to a football game that we might even know we're going to lose, a Covcat Beechwood game, and still showing out and just showing them all the support.
Blast. Always had fun. All my friends just doing stuff together.
Marcus Edward Berger.
It's a very close community, and it's a great place to be. My favorite memory is probably my junior season of baseball. We went 38-2 that year and had an incredible year. Just like being together all the time and building great relationships.
It's all about traditions, honestly, and just keeping those traditions like what they're doing right now with the graduation, and making sure that we all have like a proper graduation as much as they can.
Sydney Ray Berger.
A tight-knit community, but it feels exactly like a family. It's amazing. Probably the support system I've gained. I cheered for 6 years, and it's like a family. It's just incredible.
I've been waiting a long time for it, I'll tell you that. The whole community respects it, and it's a great school.
Aiden Patrick Beeger.
Probably my favorite memory is beating the Bluebirds down the street in basketball my junior year. That's one thing I'll never forget, for sure.
What makes it so special is it's a small community. Everybody knows each other. Everybody sees each other, and it just feels like a small family, and you don't miss it till you're away from it. and it's just a really great place.
Nicholas Clay Bischoff.
My favorite memory is winning state in 2015, Beechwood Marching Band. That's where all my friendships throughout all of high school formed, and really with my teachers, my band directors, and that's where it all started.
I've been here since kindergarten, so just getting everything done, I guess, and just seeing how much this community really cares about us and the school for being able to put everything on. And yeah, it's pretty great that they'll do this for us.
Jolie Marie Bisson.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I mean, they'll probably be able to tell how much I just love it because I'll come back a lot and see all my friends and my family's here. This school has just been a family forever, and I think they'll be able to see that in the way I act.
It means a lot to me, I guess. Fun, learning. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a lot of fun and learning.
Christopher Logan Blackburn.
I'm gonna miss everything here pretty much. Being in Mrs. Rash's class, it was just a lot of fun. We learned a whole bunch of things like sign language and just a lot of things like ACT stuff. Plus we just had a whole lot of fun in the class in general.
Winning back-to-back state championships, hanging out with all my friends all the time, basketball games, that's about it.
Alexander Payne Blom.
How close everyone is, how everyone's always together, everyone's so nice to each other. It's just a great community.
I think this is like the best school that I could possibly graduate from because we're such a small community and it feels like we're a bunch, like a big family.
Elizabeth Ann Blair.
I feel really close to my grade and I'm really gonna miss them. Probably just hanging out with my friends every single day and seeing everyone's faces. Everyone here is so sweet and so caring, and they would drop anything to help each other, and they're just like a family.
Beechwood High School is like a family to me because I've been here since kindergarten and I know every single person in my grade, and I just love that you can make connections with everybody and just know every single person one-on-one.
Ashley Rose Bruce.
I think it makes it hard to move on, but also exciting because Beechwood sets you up for a lot of success, so I'm excited to see where it takes me. I'm excited to tell people about how tight-knit this community is and how nice it is to have everybody's back.
Beechwood is kind of like my community. It's where I grew up, like my high school career, and I got to meet amazing people.
And it's basically like they're my family, and I really like that. I'm really sad to see it go.
Kendall Laura Brummer.
It's full of love and just family, so I'm totally excited. I'll be living at home, so I get to be with my family and also make friends at UC, so it'll be great.
Mason Richard Brummer.
It's basically a family, in a sense. I've got to meet so many new people that I've never met before when I first joined in 6th grade, and throughout my entire high school career, I've got to build relationships with them. In the 7th grade, I joined marching band, and throughout those 6 years I've been in marching band, I've got to really develop really good relationships with them.
Small school that everyone knows everything about each other, it's a good thing because everyone's just really close.
Andre Cole Busold.
Probably gonna miss the whole teaching staff because they've been so good to me these past 13 years. Everyone, all the principals, all the people, all the front ladies. I'm just gonna miss it all.
It's sadness, it's happiness. It's just a really mixed bag.
Peyton Grace Callahan.
Well, because I've had so many great times here, but then also I'm leaving behind people that I've known my entire life. I really enjoyed working with chef buddies. They're a group of kids that I helped them learn how to cook. That was my best memory.
Beechwood, it means to me personally is it means community. I mean, I've been here all 13 years of my life since kindergarten, and I can't say there's one year I didn't regret going here.
Ethan Brent Carroll.
What I'm gonna miss the most is the people that go here, for sure. All the teachers, the students, just everybody here that makes this place such a great place to go. Well, I think it's just everybody being so close. I mean, it's just such a tight-knit community, and it feels like everybody's your family. And I mean, you can't really ask for a much better place than here.
That we've made so many memories, even with all the coronavirus and all the other things that have ever happened to us. I'll tell them that we always made memories, we always stuck it through, and that I want to continue to do that.
William Ford Christofield.
Personally, They've been just an experience of growing, because I have never thought that I would change as much as a person as I have through these years at Beechwood, but I don't know how I would have gotten through life if it weren't for all the people here that I've met and all the people that have helped me through the way become the person who I am today.
Very nerve-wracking. I'm not the one to like to have a lot of attention on me, so it was kind of weird.
Meadow Combs.
I think Beechwood's teachers make it special. I think the amazing staff that we have and the effort that they put into their kids make my time worthwhile and make it special being here. The football games Friday nights, just the excitement of getting ready, showing up with your friends, cheering for the team, going to Skyline after, it's always really fun.
Beechwood to me is just a great school with supporting staff. All the teachers and all the support I get.
Parker Stephen Cornett.
Feels complete. Probably challenging, but in a good way.
No rash, I'd have to say. Really like made me who I am. Just respecting other people, sticking up for other people, using my manners.
Mitchell O'Brien Courts.
Oh, everything. I came in, everything. This place was so awesome. It's family. It's a group of people. It's not that big of a school, so everyone's close. It's just family. Everyone's awesome to you. You get treated so well here. It's like, I don't even know. Like, it's just amazing.
Blake Kenneth Dean.
What I will miss the most about Beechwood is walking in and seeing all these great people every day. There's nothing like it, just being in this great small community and just seeing these people, these great people, just brings a joy, you know.
Joshua Michael Derry.
They're always trying to be positive no matter the day. It's always 24/7. You're never going to walk in and they're never going to try and put you down, or they're always just going to try and lift you up and put you good in life.
It means a sense of community and family. I'm a second-year senior here, and it welcomed me in with very nice and warming hearts, and they just kind of made me feel welcomed and belonging.
Zackery Deepak Desai.
Really, it started from day one. They're just really open, talkative, they social, and they always include everybody and try to make sure everybody belongs. It feels crazy that I'm done with it.
I'm gonna miss the community and how welcoming everybody is. Everybody is always inclusive of everybody, no matter what.
Amanda Annette Dodge.
If you ever need anything, even the ladies in the office, your teachers, your friends, anybody in the hallway is always willing to help. It means that you never feel alone and you have the best experience possible. I think I'm gonna miss the sports the most for me. My coaches and my teammates were always the best part of Beechwood for me.
I think it just means a place of just happiness and where you can go and be yourself all the time. And it's been a second home for me for 13 years now. I probably just miss being with all the people every day.
Gage Brian Dolenmeyer.
I grew up with all of them. They're like second family to me. It's just nice to be with them all every day and mess around, talk to them. It's a small, close-knit school. Everybody knows everybody and everybody's friends.
I love Beechwood so much, and it's so sad that we have to leave like this, but don't take anything for granted because high school is the best time you'll ever have.
Sydney Marie Earhart.
The support that everybody gives you and the family that you have. I've never been so close to anybody in my life. The teachers, they talk to you like your family, and it's just amazing. When you're not at Beechwood, people are up here hanging out on the field, in the front lawn, taking pictures. The Friday night football games are all here. Everybody comes. No one ever misses a game or anything.
In a couple of years, like, we'll all still know each other, and I feel like it's a lot different than other high schoolers. It's just like a community of people that like love and, like, I don't know, look out for each other.
Emma James Eskridge.
I'm gonna miss some of my friends, and I think Beechwood's so cool because you get to know every single person that's in your class, and it's like, even if you don't hang out all the time, I appreciate everyone. I get to see all the cool things they've done, and hope that they're successful. I'm just going to miss seeing people.
It means a lot. I've been here for 13 years, so I don't know, it's really just like where I've grown up almost.
Olivia Louise Farmer.
Probably just a sense of community. I know like everyone here, and it's going to be weird being on my own and having to, you know, meet new people that I haven't been around all my life. I feel like for the most part everyone's really accepting of each other, and everyone just kind of supports each other, which is good.
What Beechwood means to me is, you know, there's a family to it in a way, because you know everyone, and to me I really like that. And the thing I'm probably going to miss the most is the Friday night football games.
Ethan Raymond Fessler.
The best part of Friday night football is being in the student section, and there's nothing else that compares to that. Just being with your friends and seeing a Beechwood Tiger football win, it's the best thing ever. It's the greatest 13 years I've ever spent. I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, for anyone that thinks they want to go to Beechwood, it's the greatest school in Kentucky.
I mean, it just means a lot to me because, like, Beechwood, you get a lot of, like, help, one-on-one help. Like, teachers, like, help you here better than they do at any other school.
Matthew Allen Fromeyer.
Chicken patty Monday. Because they come with mashed potatoes and green beans, and you can get 2 of them. Describe it, because they got 2 of them. They got the old chicken patty and the new chicken patty. They have the breaded one, which is like Chick-fil-A sandwich, really good, and it's just really good. And the other one, I'll still eat it.
I would have to say all the friends I made over the past 13 years that I've spent here. They just have really meant a lot to me, and they've helped me get to where I am.
Lillian Eric Garcia.
Definitely in high school, I spent most of my time in like the music department, and that definitely changed my life. I would say it's always the people in there that are always so passionate, and I just love their enthusiasm every day. And it just really meant a lot to me because it was just like my love for it and my hobby.
It's like they don't really even feel like teachers. They feel like more like friends. And you, like after like a year or so of getting to know them, you get like a special bond with them.
Zackery Philip Gibson.
I think it's like the high expectations that they have here of us, and it's just, yeah. Definitely Miss Fugit. I love Miss Fugit to death. She's like I've been able to talk to her about some pretty personal things, and just like it doesn't even feel like I'm like talking to a teacher. It's like a friend, you know?
I'm definitely gonna miss the community. You know, it's very like close, and you know, you don't get it anywhere else. The community is just so great, and they're just all loving people.
Carson Daniel Graham.
I've only gone here for 1 year, but honestly, it was the best year of my life, and I wouldn't have traded it for anything. Just the people. I mean, the people just make the experience so much better, and you know, the community is just amazing, and like the sporting events, it's just all amazing.
And even when someone new comes to school, like everyone knows about it, you hear everyone talking about it, and then everyone says hello and whatnot. It's like, I feel like at most schools that doesn't happen.
Alex Ethan Grents.
What I'll miss most about Beechwood, probably just like all my friends and then seeing everyone every day. It's getting like harder and harder, like you already see with quarantine and whatnot, who you're like able to talk to every day, and not being able to see all my friends every day makes it a lot difficult to keep in contact with them and catch up and everything and stay buddies.
That family that I had in the marching band and in any extracurricular activity at the school, I'm always going to miss that, being able to bond with everybody at the school.
Mark James Grinsteiner.
Came here 3 years ago as a sophomore, and Beechwood was able to give me an education that nobody else could. I was a whole different student. They were able to encourage me and change me and make me an incredible student. I was able to 4.0 throughout my entire time here, and I was not that student at my old school. And all the staff and the students and everybody's so supportive of everybody in the building.
And it's just a group of parents and students and teachers all coming together to give us the best education possible, and I really appreciate that.
Graciela Sophia Grunkemeyer.
I kind of started just looking around the school, seeing a need and trying to meet that need. For me, it was with a lot of the Hispanic students, and I'm going to continue to try to do that in college by joining clubs and doing service like around the college and stuff, so in Waco, so it'll be really fun. Yeah, I really love it here. I've loved having my past 5 years here, and I wouldn't take it back for the world. And so yeah, go Tigers.
at other schools, you just get there freshman year and you're only there for 4 years, but everyone here is so like tight, and it means a lot to graduate and like knowing all the teachers, knowing all the staff.
Preston William Hamilton.
It means a lot. It's being here since the 4th grade. It's not like your average high school, it's a lot tighter, everyone's a lot closer. It's a little strange not seeing anyone.
I just think it's a very nice community. Everyone seems to know each other pretty well, and also just getting to know all the teachers and all the help they gave. I think that was very beneficial.
Logan Eric Ham.
Probably the teachers, to be honest. They're great people. They're very helpful. I like what they do for us.
I thought it'd never come. It's a quarantine, but it's here. We did it finally, so it feels great.
Alexander Scott Harper.
This is awesome. These guys are great, man. They came together, did all this for us. I mean, they really love us. It's awesome. So I came here 8th grade. Coming into a new school was hard. I got used to it. Baseball really helped, and I mean, we're here, senior year, made it. They're always hard working. They're there for you. I mean, they're the best. NKY does it the best.
Just the closeness you get with people, how tight of a family you make.
Madeline Lucille Hazzard.
Definitely the tech purge, or just hanging out with friends, or little funny moments in class with the teachers. Love them all. Probably just seeing everyone every day. It's definitely gonna be different. Gonna miss a lot of people that I definitely want to keep in my life. Definitely the best school I've ever been to. There's been many. Definitely my favorite school.
I've been here since kindergarten, so this is a huge milestone. It's been 13 years, and I'm really excited to just go and move on to the next step of my life.
Kelly Aaron Heidrich.
It's all about tradition. It's so focused on academics. It helped me so much prepare for the next steps in my life, and I'm really gonna miss it. I think just the community, all of my friends, the teachers are amazing. I definitely want to come back and visit and hug all of them. I'm going to miss them a lot. Beechwood is my home. Beechwood is my love. I'm going to miss it. It's just my whole life for 13 years, so I would recommend anybody to come here. It's amazing.
I feel like Beechwood is like being part of a family, and I feel like I could be with the rest of these people for the rest of my life, and I think it's important to graduate from here since I've been here for 13 years.
Colin Daniel Henry.
My best friends from kindergarten are still my best friends from today. I can talk to any of them, be with any of them for the rest of my life, I think. I feel like they all care about me, and it's important to see them for me because it makes my day better.
First thing coming to Beechwood, I was slammed with things I did not know. Everything here was more advanced than at Turkey Foot, and so I had a lot of catching up to do, but I knew overall that I would get through it.
Jordan Hills.
The journey was good. The people, and the faculty, it's just, they were so nice, and everyone was so connected and interlocked with each other that everyone knew what was going on. I'm going to miss that a lot.
I think it's special to go to Beechwood because, I don't know, the sense of community at Beechwood is probably, I don't really know because I've only gone here, but it feels really good.
Evan Charles Hinshaw.
I think it means a lot to me personally. I've known a lot of people here pretty much my whole life, and that's kind of cool. Definitely my friends and the people that I've met here, and the teachers, definitely.
And it's crazy to say that just after 2 years, but Beechwood really is the community that people should always look to have, and the community that will always support me, so it means a lot in terms of just family and friendship altogether.
Alexandra Kate Hudipole.
Well, there's tons of things that I learned here that are definitely going to help me in the future. I think one thing is the support, especially that Beechwood shows, and I think that once I get to GW and do start becoming a United States Marine, I think that support is going to continue on and have me be a helpful leader in that community as well.
Everyone in Fort Mitchell is centered around the school. They all know what you're talking about. If you talk about Beechwood, they're all at the games and everything, so it's not only a school, it's a community.
Brandon Cole Hughes.
When you walk into their classroom, they're always there to help you no matter what. Even in NTI, teachers made time out of their day to help you. And really just walking into any class and seeing all your classmates. It's such a small school that everyone's such a tight-knit community. They're all there for each other, and it's a feeling that I'm going to miss a lot.
It would have to be just knowing that I can come back to this place, and it's just basically my second home now.
Ashley Noel Isles.
It's just full of amazing people. I'm just gonna miss everyone here so much. Probably going on the field trip. Everyone was there. We went ice skating and it was just amazing to see everyone there smiling and just having fun.
It's very exciting. It's been a long time going, so it's gonna be sad to leave, but it's been great.
Sandra Alexis Ivey.
It's about like growing as a person. You know, you don't just like learn inside the classroom. You learn, like, you get life experience as well. You make friends, and you really grow as a person overall. I'm gonna miss the people, my friends, the staff here. Everyone was like super welcoming, and I'm gonna miss that.
I just feel like being here since kindergarten and growing up with all these people and being with them for so long that they're special to me.
Eric Joseph Jackman.
It's like a smaller community where everyone knows each other. I feel like Beechwood sets you up with success because you're surrounded by people who are helping you out, helping each other out.
Beechwood's got a great, small, tight-knit community, and people are always there, willing to be a friend and willing to support you.
Jonathan Matthew James.
I think my most favorite was getting to travel and perform across the country with the marching band. And then just from senior year, enjoying all of the fun days that we had in Miss Fugit's class. Those are great memories.
I think the most special thing is the community around and like everyone that came together to help us have such a wonderful ending.
Cameron Lee Johnson.
The parade was actually very special. It made me feel like welcome to the community and more like everyone was happy for us more than just it ending quickly. I really enjoyed my internship. At the end, it helped me like my career path decide, and I'm gonna go to Cincinnati State to continue my internship.
It means accomplishments and getting things done, and my favorite memory is when all the seniors went to the ice rink in Cincinnati.
Kara Janae Johnson.
Beechwood is almost like a family. Like, it's very small, so it's easy to make connections with everyone. You know everyone's name and their family, and the staff is really close to the students.
I think I'm gonna miss kind of the sports and the atmosphere, the Friday night football games, and the overall kind of high school experience.
Meredith Ann Johnson.
Beechwood is truly a school of excellence. It really has helped me to grow and mature and become more mature in my knowledge of things in classes, but also things in the world, and it really has helped me to become a better person, and I am truly grateful for this experience.
The teachers have been phenomenal. They treat you not just as students, but also as their friends, and it's just been so amazing to experience people who care about me that much.
Chloe Annalise Jordan.
It's just really nice to have that kind of experience with someone that's so much older than you, and just have them treat you like a normal person and not just as a student. At Beechwood, we're very proud. We're proud of what we've done with our education and what we've accomplished in our years here, and it's just been an amazing experience.
What makes it special is definitely the family that you build over the years. The fact that you're able to remember so many faces is just a blessing to me.
Adam James Joswick.
The fact that I'm probably never going to see him again for a while, it hits you in the heart for a while. And then you'll learn to live that. You'll never forget those good memories, and you'll have them for life. One of my favorite memories here is definitely the choir team. At first, when I started off high school at freshman year, I never thought I could sing. in my life. But then Miss Taylor Ross came along, and she's one of the best teachers that I could ask for.
Being a part of such a great community and meeting so many friends and having traditions like TP and all that, it's been so much fun.
Grace Elizabeth Keller.
So we all meet around 9 o'clock and everyone brings their own bags of TP, some people more than others. One time they had like an entire truck full of TP, and we all just kind of talk, and we do it for the first like 15 minutes or so, but then we just spend an hour just like talking and getting to know each other, and I met a lot of people and I talked to a lot of people that I never talked to before.
School spirit, it's truly unmatched to anywhere else.
Leah Grace Kinman.
The football games in the student section, we just go crazy. It's so much fun. Everyone cheers, everyone, you know, goes along with the cheers, and just, it's awesome. The Cov-Cath game my senior year, when we played here, and it was just literally everyone was here. Every place had a person in it. It was awesome.
I think I'm gonna miss all my friends and all the amazing staffs. They're all great, and I'm just gonna miss them.
Alyssa Kirguvo.
For me, I think it was the classes, just because I had awesome teachers and I had awesome people in my classes, and I'm just gonna miss that. I think the community and just like everyone here is just amazing and great, and yeah.
Friday night lights, running out of that tunnel, just seeing all the fans, the student section going crazy. It gave me goosebumps every time, and it still does today.
Christopher Allen Layton.
It's honestly surreal, just knowing that I've been here for 12 years. I'm leaving everybody, going to a different school compared to all my best friends. But to be able to graduate here, be able to visit here, be able to wear Beechwood forever, it's an incredible feeling.
I grew up here. It's going to be interesting to leave, but I look forward to everything that I've got coming.
Shawn Leonard.
Definitely the friendships with both the other students, the staff. I mean, once we got out of the parade, we went around collecting phone numbers from all the teachers, so we'll be staying in touch going through. The band program, definitely. I spent the past 5 years going through marching band, doing show after show, and winning state championship for my final performance. That was really something else.
Choir and musical and all the friends that I've made because of it. I guess it means just finding that one thing that you know that this is what I want to do.
Sam Michelle Lewis.
The best part about Beechwood has probably been all the opportunities that I've been given. I grew up in like a place where arts weren't very commonplace. Like it was almost all just like math, science, everything, STEM, and like all the arts opportunities and stuff that I've been given here with band and choir and theater, which is actually what I'm going to be pursuing. It's been amazing, and I've made so many bonds and like because of it, and it's been absolutely my favorite thing and probably what I'm going to miss the most.
The whole community that just, you know, rallies around one school and just one common goal is just, it's fantastic, whether that be from a football aspect, whether that be from a state bowling aspect, like, or even just, I mean, anything really. So Jensen
Patrick Linder.
I'm gonna miss seeing Haley every day, that's for sure. But I'm just gonna miss the people. I'm gonna miss the staff, the students. I'm gonna miss walking down through the hallway. I'm gonna miss seeing my third graders in my class that I aide for, the elementary office ladies, the high school office ladies. I mean, I'm just gonna miss like the whole school in general and everybody that has anything to do with Beechwood, honestly.
It's just a community of great people that is just unmatched by other schools.
John Franklin Lukey.
Honestly, just great people, a community of people that support each other through anything, and just overall nice, you know. What I'm gonna miss the most, probably just the teachers. They're all super nice and super sweet, and I don't know, it's gonna be weird without them around, you know.
The close connections I've had with all the teachers here, I feel like over the years I've just built up so many strong, close relationships that I think will be hard to replicate anywhere else.
Jacob Eldon Marker.
Well, I won't be missing the Tiger Paw logo. I'll probably be missing
Just the ability to know everyone in the halls around me. I like having that tight-knit community, and Clemson being a bigger college, I won't have that opportunity to just know everyone.
It's crazy that it went by so fast, but it's cool that I'm graduating because I can like continue on with my life and see where like the future's gonna go.
Peyton Alice Massey.
Definitely learning to make connections and how important that is, and like just what it feels like to be in a community. I'm gonna miss all my teachers, that's for sure. My favorite teacher would probably be Miss Fugit. She is just like so understanding and she's so loving, and you can tell that she really cares about all of her students.
I'm gonna miss all the friends and all the people that I just got to know, because I've been here for a pretty long time, and it's gonna be weird like not knowing anyone in college. I'm definitely gonna miss all the people.
Mark James McBee.
It's such a small school, and I feel like demographically we're a lot different than a lot of other schools, and like everyone's just like this. It's just so unique and different because a lot of schools are like bigger, but we're just like the perfect size. You get to know everyone and like what we're all gonna do and everything like that.
My mind takes a while to kind of generate, so I was like, what's going on right now? And then I got to the end and I was like, whoa, I guess it's over. Like this is it.
Matthew Frank McBee.
Oh, buffalo mac and cheese, 100%. Those were the good days. You know, it was seeing it, smelling it. It was, you knew it was a good day. You knew it was time to play. And I purposely don't check the lunch so that if I see it, I can cry there. You know, it's a celebration.
Beechwood's so special because it's just like such a small community. You're in this place from kindergarten until 12th grade, and you just get to know teachers well, get to know the students very well. It's just a great little community to be a part of.
Connor Austin McGuire.
My best memory at Beechwood was probably when I was in 7th grade year. We were doing our senior sib event on the front lawn, and we had to help them clean up the teepee. And I had 2 of the seniors. I was like 70 pounds at the time. They were just throwing me up and seeing how high up in the toilet paper I could grab. So that was probably my best memory at Beechwood.
The unity in their sports, my soccer team. It's like a sisterhood. Everyone's really close, you know. Even if it's like your first year, you guys all get to know each other real quick.
Emmeline Middendorf.
Knowing everyone in my class personally. The connection that we have, because we're such a small class, to know everyone. My soccer team. Because we hang outside of soccer, and it's just a friendship outside of soccer and soccer.
Because it means a lot to me, because it's where I grew up, and it's almost like a home to me. All my friends, family went here, and it's just a great place.
Trey Thomas Miller.
I'm going to miss just seeing my friends every day. I'm going to remember it forever. These are my best friends. I couldn't imagine going anywhere else to school. I would say a small town school, but big-hearted people.
The community is super close, and when my family needed it, they all came together and supported us.
Carly Grace Mockbee.
It was super special to us. They really helped us get through our hard times, and I don't know, we just felt like we were appreciated and taken care of in this community. It's a school where everyone knows each other, and so we're all super close, and I feel like I can talk to anyone in our community because everyone here is just really nice to each other, and we're all one super close community.
Well, Beechwood means to me it's a family. I've been here most of my life, and it's the only school I've basically known for my entire academic career. Michael
Lavin Moore.
The brotherhood, the football team, the track team. It's like a second family to me. The team was my brothers, and then the coaching staff was like my parents. And I learned most of the stuff about being a man through football and how to be a good man, I guess.
Well, I've been going here since I was in kindergarten, so I'm a 13-year senior, and my mom went here, and my grandma went here, and so we all graduated from here, so it's kind of a tradition.
Alexandra Catherine Mullins.
And I was really excited to walk across the stage, and this is nice. I like it a lot, and I feel like they're doing something for us that no other classes had before, which is really good. I'm gonna miss the teachers the most. Miss Haggard, Mr. Fryer, Miss Fugit, the whole gang, love them, shout out. I'm just going to miss the people. The people are the best. I'm still going to be around going to NKU, so I'll still come back and see everyone.
I'm hoping to hold on to the friendships and everything that I made and all the support that I got from all the staff here.
Lauren Malzer.
Being able to spend time with everyone and being with such influential staff and teachers and everyone. Really just spending time with friends and getting to see my classmates grow over the 13 years that I've been here. Just everything, really. The people here were all so supportive and amazing, and it's going to be sad to say bye to everyone.
I'm going to miss everything about Beechwood, from being in the Beechwood musicals, working the Beechwood Brew in the morning, to sitting in my mom's class every day.
Nicholas Mitchell Namyar.
I would just say that Beechwood is the most welcoming and accepting community, and just everyone's wonderful. Everyone's so nice and loving, so I love the community.
You get to see the same people every day. You grow a relationship with them that is unbreakable, I think. It's almost like a family-like community.
Samuel Joseph Navin.
I mean, being able to see everybody every day is just what I think I'm going to miss the most. Just, you know, messing around in Miss Rash's class and just goofing off with them. I think I'm what I'm going to miss. I would just say, I mean, just the community, I think what brings it together, just the family, or what it is. It's really just an entire family.
It's basically just everyone being close with each other and everyone having each other's backs. For 13 years, the amount of friends that I've made here, and I'll know all of them for another 13.
Carter J. Noah.
It's unbelievable. I mean, just the amount of friendships that you have with every one of them. It's like everyone's your brother and your sister when you come here. Just being able to like walk through school and everyone know like what's going on with you, and like if you're having like a bad time or something, and like everyone's gonna have your back and when times get tough.
And you gotta work hard, you gotta study. I'm happy I get to graduate with all my friends, even though it's a weird way. Like, we've all been so close for so long. I'm all happy that we got a chance to do it together.
Jackson Charles Knoll.
I tell people that if you want to go somewhere where everyone has each other's back and everyone's always going to be on your side and on your team, that this is where you want to be. Last year was definitely the most fun I've ever had playing baseball, going 38-2, winning the 9th region, winning all A for the second straight year, being able to play at UK's field, playing at Whitaker, everything about that was just incredible.
Definitely special, unique, definitely not exactly how I expected it, but it's still nice. Definitely surreal, just like it's finally all coming to fruition.
Maxwell Parker Nordheim.
My favorite memories were definitely playing football and coming to basketball games, just being part of the community. Definitely big games like Hubcath, it's nerve-wracking with all that community being there. It's just massive.
Beechwood is special because, well, like me, I'm a 13-year senior, and you just grow up with the same people for 13 years, so you guys get really close. It's awesome.
Jessica Lee Nottingham.
You just have so many great connections that, like, I could go to anyone in my class if I ever needed anything, so we've got each other's backs. I'm probably going to miss the band program the most. My directors are amazing. I love my band family, so I'm sad to see them, or sad to go from them.
The academics here are outstanding, honestly. For all 12 years I've gone here, it's really, trying to put it into words, it's just outstanding, just school in general, it's just great.
Colby George Nuttall.
Friday Night Lights, used to be a player, then switched to a fan my senior year. It was great, it was a good road. Just great football, great everything, it's a great school.
Probably all the people they made the past few years just a blast for me. They're always so nice, know how to have a good time, and just always there for everyone else.
Nicholas R. Pauley.
Probably all the things we did in marching band, winning state, and just having a good time with all the practice at band. Great, just it was overwhelming.
I've gone to a couple of schools before Beechwood, and none of them had the support that I found when I came here. Everybody supports you, everybody cares about you, everybody asks how you're doing. It's a really special thing.
Valedictorian, Audrey Lee Pelster.
It's just a special small community where everyone includes you. I mean, it's amazing because all the students at Beechwood are such amazing students, athletes. I mean, it's really the best of the best, and it feels great to have the honor to become the valedictorian of Beechwood.
Beechwood's just such a special place because the faculty is so fantastic and everyone just cares so deeply about the well-being of the students and the other people at Beechwood, and that's just what makes it so memorable.
Denitza Maria Piper.
It means a lot to me just because I've been looking forward to high school graduation, I'm sure like everybody else, for a really long time, and I'm just really excited to move forward and take what I've learned here at Beechwood and go to college with it and run. I'm definitely going to miss my teachers and the faculty the most because they have impacted my life so deeply.
I'm just going to miss being here and, you know, seeing people every day and walking around the halls and, you know, going to football games and basketball games. But I'm glad I'm going to be so close for college so I can come back.
Erin Rebecca Preston.
One of my best memories is probably the Tech Purge junior year when we all gave up our phones and electronics for a week and we all got to hang out together. We had a bonfire and an ice cream social and it was really fun. I think the most special thing about Beechwood is the teachers. They just care so much about the students inside and out of the classroom, and I think they just do whatever it takes to help us succeed, and that just means a lot to me.
Yeah, it was exciting, but weird, you know. Didn't get to see anyone else except for a few people. Couldn't even do handshakes. But I mean, overall, it was a good experience. I'm glad they put this together.
Brady James Quirk.
Well, I like the small classes, and I could pick all the courses I wanted to take. They offered good APs, and after hours you could study. It made it really easy for you. Mr. Fryer, had him for 2 years. He did my signing day. He's a good guy.
The best parts about Beechwood are the people. I'm gonna miss all the nice teachers, all my awesome classmates, and just being around everyone, being around the school. I've been here for 13 years, so.
Samuel Peter Rademacher.
Beechwood's a small school. Everyone knows each other. Everyone's really friendly, easy to get along, easy to fit in. I just say it's full of great people. It is an honor just because we've been here for so long. We're really gonna miss this place.
It's such a small school that you get to form all these really special friendships and bonds with the teachers, and all my closest friends have always gone here, so it's just a really cool sense of community, I think.
Bailey Lynn Ratliff.
It's a community that's really just built around pride and knowing like where you come from, so I think that's a really cool part about it, and it's just an awesome school. I'd have to say Miss Norris, and I was her editor in yearbook, and I had her for study hall too, and she's just, the past 2 years, she's just really been there for me.
It was nice because since I've been here with her my whole life, it was nice because I got to start kindergarten and go all through my entire high school career with her. And it was nice to get to finish it with her.
We're going to separate colleges, so it was the last time that we get to be together for our final hurrah.
Connor Vincent Ray.
I think one of my favorite memories would definitely be participating in the musical. I think it's really helped boost my confidence, especially because I may not seem like it, but I have really bad stage fright. And I think just the opportunities at Beechwood have really helped me to become a better person.
Elizabeth Elaine Ray.
I really liked doing girls soccer. It was one of the only things I did, but just the community within Beechwood was amazing, and I made lifelong friends that I'll have and cherish forever.
I'll definitely miss being on stage that first weekend of March.
I'll definitely miss knowing everybody because I'm a very shy person, and going to meet thousands of new people is very nerve-wracking for me. So
it really means a lot because of how hard the school is, and it's a very prestigious school in Kentucky.
Tristen Anthony Richards.
Definitely my friends and the experiences of high school, such as football games and going to state and stuff like that. Beechwood's like family because everyone knows everyone here, and it's very interconnected.
I think that a lot of the opportunities offered by Beechwood, like with the Idea Lab and all the other things like that, there's a lot of potential to actually do things that you wouldn't be able to do in other places, in my opinion.
Joseph Dean Rieselman.
I like to be able to use different computers than the one I have at home. Being able to, because I'm in a lot of computer classes where I was, and I will be as well. and I like using all the different computers they have. Probably the small size. It's very small, and that lets things be more personal, I think.
It was odd. No, I'm not going to go back to school.
Joshua Mark Riley. Can I have a fist bump?
I don't know, the teachers, they're just nice. I don't know, people, they're just friendly.
Oh man, been in 13 years here. That's a long time. I'm a little sad, I'm a little happy. You know, it's a change, big change.
Bo Michael Sawyer.
Favorite memories, it's gotta be state championships my sophomore and junior year. Those games were just crazy. It's just the energy in the stadium, just unbelievable. Don't take life for granted. Don't take high school for granted, don't take life for granted. And that's one thing that I will keep with me for the rest of my life.
Ever since I came here as a freshman, I got a tight group, knit of friends, and we've been sent together since freshman year, and we're still going to be together even after we graduate. Such a close school.
Brigham Schlagbaum.
Because the school's so small, I know how to get close with people, and especially going to such a big university, it's going to help because I'll be able to get close with people and make the big school feel small. My favorite memory would probably be, honestly, freshman year when I came here and just got the big group of friends that I have now, because ever since then, it's been the best time of my life.
It feels weird doing it like this, but it's still nice to know that I graduated from Beechwood and all the friends that I made here.
Blake Brian Shepard.
Congratulations. A family-oriented place that includes everybody. Surreal is a great word. It's just, you never expect to do it. You always dream about that day, but you never expect to be doing it yourself. Probably the TPs and just walking around in the morning, seeing the coaches.
It's definitely kind of sad, but it's happy. It's a happy time, but it's definitely sad it had to end this way.
Catherine Quinn Skeen.
I've run track cross country since the 5th and 6th grade. It's so much, it's just so special, the bonds. I like the people who I've met through that program, I will be friends with them for life. Like, I still talk to so many of them, and I'm going to continue to do that. They're gonna visit me, I'm gonna come back and visit them. It's just, the whole team culture is just amazing.
Well, I remember sitting in the principal's office a few times in elementary school, and I always thought, what's it gonna be like once I get to the end? And it's completely different than what I thought, because I used to be such a reckless person. I always got in trouble, and then I really started to mature and realized just how much I respect the staff at the school, and just everybody was always trying to help me out, and I finally got to it, and it feels great, and I just want to thank everyone that helped me.
Alexander Smith.
I mean, I just think if I was at any other school, I wouldn't be where I am right now, honestly, because even when I seemed like I was backing down, they never did. They were just always getting me back up, picking me up, and just helped me get to the end. So I just think they're the only school would really care about me, and they always did.
It was weird not having everyone here, but I'm glad I got to do it. Well, I feel like everyone here is my family, and I've known them for so long, pretty much my whole life.
Madeline Rose Smith.
One of my favorite things was always TPing before Fridays. Everyone has to bring TP, has to be a lot. We always go to the Dollar Tree, buy Dunkin', and we all had to be there. No, I have friends here that I've known since I was in kindergarten, so I'll never forget them.
I used to play, I can remember in 7th grade we had like gym class out here, and I can remember playing tennis, baseball, and just running games on the field, and it gave me some memories of that for sure.
Nathan Thomas Smith.
I think it's the community. It's a lot of, it's just a lot of caring people who really, they're just always there, and they're always really loving and caring community. They seem to really go above and beyond and just care about me in a way that, I don't know, not a lot of other people do.
It's really nice, especially with all the circumstances. It's just, it gives us as close as we can get, and I mean, I've been in school for 13 years actually, so it's nice to be able to do this and just move forward and going to college and everything.
Anne-Marie Rose Stacy.
Probably just like the community. Beechwood has a really close community, so that'll be nice to have that with me and just bring that to NKU and have the friendships I've had here with people in college.
Feels pretty good. The walk, it was kind of awkward. Everyone's staring at me.
Jocelyn Renee Stokes.
Probably playing basketball. Right, Mr. Kaiser too. Probably playing with my friends. The chicken patties, they're actually really good.
Oh, it was so great to be able to walk across the field, especially through this weird time.
Amelia May Stricker.
The most I'm going to miss about Beechwood is just having like a family. I've been here for like 13 years and it's just going to be so weird not seeing people I've grown up with every single day. I actually received a little letter from my first grade teacher, Miss Wolf, and we had a picture of our first grade class and I got to see everybody so little and I'm like, where did the time go?
Today was just really about you know, a turning point in my life and leaving a place that I've become really comfortable with and starting something new.
Anna Catherine Talley.
Definitely gonna miss the people here. And I know it's cheesy to say, but just the fact that we can go to this school and be so close-knit, but still just, you know, love each other and have so much fun with each other. And just make really great friendships is something that is really hard to find, and I'm really glad that I found it here.
Beechwood experience is really neat because everyone knows each other, everyone's always there for each other, everyone's super close. It's just a really special place.
Joshua Grant Thiegy.
It didn't necessarily end the way we thought, but everyone stayed together. Favorite class is definitely senior year of Miss Veget's class. She made it a lot of fun for all of us.
It's a very brisk walk. I feel very accomplished just going through that walk and through high school.
Jackson Scott Vanderpool.
I'm gonna say everything I did with marching band and just got really close to those people. They're so meaningful because I cannot explain them. They're truly something you have to experience firsthand. I think its size is what makes it special. It's so small and you get to know all your teachers pretty well.
All the friends that I made, they're all so great and I'm glad I got the opportunity to go to Beechwood, especially coming from a different school, having the opportunity to see two different environments and how positive this one is. Pretty great.
Cecilia Rose Victor.
Just how the staff treat people and how they care and they always make sure everyone's okay and just everybody's so positive when you wake up in the morning and go into school. They're always happy to see you. Big smiles all the time.
The experience? It's been great. There's such a great community here. People pull over when I'm walking in the rain and offer me a ride. People are always willing to go out of their way to help you. It's just a great community.
Claire Vivian Ward.
One of my favorites that really stands out to me was on my first day of kindergarten when I was sitting alone. My friend Ashley came up to me and asked me if I wanted to come play with her and her friends, and that was really how I got all my friends here, got started.
It means a lot to be a Beechwood graduate. I think some of my favorite memories are just being in the front stand at football games and just growing up with the same people for the past 13 years.
Hannah Renee Wells.
It just means a lot to have made friendships and grown and changed over the years with everyone, and just to see how everyone's changed and who they're going to become. I think I've just learned a big sense of community and that everyone's always there for each other, and how much friendships mean.
It's kind of surreal. It's also kind of weird that nobody's here, but it's as good as I thought it would be.
Andrew Brian Whitfield.
I think it's the students and the administration. If I didn't have these people, I definitely probably wouldn't have made it through high school, so they were a big help, and then the people around here just make it just right. I'm gonna miss chicken patties because I've had them for the longest time, and now they're not gonna be there every Monday for me, so it's gonna be tough to get through, but we'll make it.
Feels great to finally graduate, and I've been here 13 years, so it's been a long time, but finally able to graduate and go off to college, it's means a lot.
Benjamin Matthew Williams.
Yeah, I have a lot of memories I made over the years. Beechwood's such a close-knit community. We kind of all know each other, so I've been able to make a lot of friends and have a lot of great memories here. I'm probably going to miss the Friday night football games the most once I leave. Those were always a lot of fun.
I feel like everyone knows each other and everyone has their backs here, and the classes are hard and it just, like, prepares you for college.
Robert Mason Williams. 5,000.
Favorite memory, winning state. 2018. It meant everything. Football helped me so much throughout high school, like make new friends, and just like Coach Rash made me definitely mature like a lot more. And it's like, you know, everyone gets yelled at, but he would always like come up to you after you get yelled at and like tell you that he loves you. Just the support that he gives you just is unreal.
I think it's how everyone is really close to each other and everyone knows each other. It's just like really friendly to me.
Wesley James Yang.
Well, I mean, I enjoy it a lot, and we're a small band, so it's pretty special. It's just really special to be able to do something you enjoy with all your friends. And yeah, it was really special winning state this year.
It's really weird to come back to school because I know I'm not going to walk the halls again. My favorite memory has either got to be practicing or performing with the band, or how we can walk around the halls and like there's always somebody to say hi to.
Valedictorian Katomi Salina Yokokura.
I'm really honored to be valedictorian, but I think that all of us could like get this honor, and that I really appreciate that they're giving it to me, but I'm still like, I still understand how hard everyone else works too.
Ladies and gentlemen, Beechwood Board of Education, esteemed faculty, parents and families, it is my pleasure to present to you the Beechwood High School Class of 2020.
Stephen Mason Bushelman is honored in the graduating class of 2020. We recognize Mason and his family at this time of commencement, and will never forget what he meant to this class of seniors and to Beechwood High School.